Last bell rings, the hallway starts to clear. Desk marks on my elbows from another sleepy year. You're waiting by the window with the guitar in your hand, saying if we're gonna change the world, we better start a band. We can't tune our future, but we'll tune these strings. Turn our stupid little worries into something that still sings. So turn it up in this fluorescent classroom light. Let the chalk dust spin like stars around our lives. We're off-key, underage, but our hearts are loud. Writing secret declarations in the corner of the clouds. If the grown-up world says we're just a passing phase, we'll shout back with every note we play. Rooftop door is heavy, but we kick it open wide. Amplifier humming like it's on the student side. Homework in our backpacks, lyrics on the back of tests. You said if we fail the quiz, at least we tried our best at this. I'm scared of graduation and the maps I haven't drawn, but when you count us in, I feel a place where I belong. So turn it up in this fluorescent classroom light. Let the chalk dust spin like stars around our lives. We're off-key, underage, but our hearts are loud. Writing secret declarations in the corner of the clouds. If the grown-up world says we're just a passing phase, we'll shout back with every note we play. Maybe someday we'll forget these chords by name. Working late in offices, commuting in the rain. But if a song on some old playlist makes your chest ignite, that'll be a little festival replayed in your mind at night. Hands up for the kids at the back of the room, drawing band logos in the margins just to bloom. So turn it up, not to stay here forevermore, but to leave our echoes scribbled on this sliding door. We're off-key, underage, but we still sound true. Every shaky harmony is proof we once were new. If tomorrow separates our roads in different ways, this after-school anthem's gonna follow us for days. February sidewalks, snow left in the cracks. Sunlight on the fences, steaming from our backs. You were kicking ice chunks like they were the past, saying can you feel it? Winter doesn't always last. Your cheeks were red, your hands were numb, but your eyes said something warmer was about to come. So here's to every winter we thought would never end, to the frozen morning trains where we sat and just pretended we were stuck, we were small, but our hearts burned bright, drawing futures in the fog on the cold glass line. If the days feel heavy and the sky won't change its hue, remember later light was always made for you. Schoolyard in the distance, field half white, half clear. Somewhere in between, just like our hopes and fears. You said I'm kind of scared of spring, what if it moves too fast? I laughed and said then let's just walk, not run through what we get to have. We didn't know the routes that we'd be taking then, but I swear I saw tomorrow shining in your breath. So here's to every winter we thought would never end, to the frozen morning trains where we sat and just pretended we were stuck, we were small, but our hearts burned bright, drawing futures in the fog on the cold glass line. If the days feel heavy and the sky won't change its hue, remember melted snowmen, all those unfinished plans. They were proof that we were trying, not that we never had a chance. So here's to every winter we thought would never end. To the kids who didn't know their broken hearts would mend. We were lost, we were cold, but we stayed alive, learning how to breathe inside that pale blue sky. If tomorrow feels distant and your world turns colorless, remember later, light is quietly on your side. I promise. Fourth floor with no elevator, amp marks on the wall. We were always late for practice, running breathless down the hall. Set list on a paper taped crooked to the door. Someday we'll play festivals. You swore it like a vow of war. We couldn't tune our feelings, but we cranked the volume high, trying to outshout the fear of what came after goodbye. Turn it up for all the songs we never got to play, for the crowd that only lived inside our heads those days. We were offbeat, out of tune, but our hearts were right. Every shaking chord still sets my chest alight. If the world feels quiet and your dreams start losing sound, close your eyes and hear our little practice room. Turn loud. Drumsticks on the table, stickers peeling off the case. We would write our band name over every empty space. You joked about us breaking up before our first real show. I said, even if we do, at least the memories will glow. Now the room is someone else's borrowed place, but I still see our ghost set list floating in the space. Turn it up for all the songs we never got to play, for the crowd that only lived inside our heads those days. We were offbeat, out of tune, but our hearts were right. Every shaking chord still sets my chest alight. If the world feels quiet and your dreams start losing sound, close your eyes and hear our little practice room. Turn loud. Maybe you're in some new band on a bigger stage tonight. Maybe I'm just humming our old chorus on a train ride. Either way, the feedback of that tiny borrowed amp is a compass in my ribs whenever all my hopes feel damp. Hands up for the kids who never made the charts, but carved their names in cables and in broken guitar parts. Turn it up, not to drag the past back from the dust, but to thank the way it taught us how to scream and how to trust. We were offbeat, out of tune, but we still broke through. Every fragile dream we had still paints my sky with you. If your days feel boring and your colors start to fade, sing it loud. We were real in every noise we made.
Practice tests and highlighters all over my desk. Your messages are screenshots of the questions you just guessed. We meet up at the station after cram school finally ends, sharing lukewarm canned coffee like it's medicine for friends. Everyone keeps asking where we'll be next year, like we're applications, not two kids with quiet fears. So let's miss one train and talk a little more about the lives we're scared of and the lives we're hoping for. Our backpacks feel heavy but our eyes are bright, drawing futures in the fog of this cold platform night. If the scores don't love us the way they're supposed to do, we'll still be more than any numbers ever knew. Mock exam results posted on the board at 3. You pretended not to care, but your hands were shaking quietly. I traced your name in silence on the frosted window pane, thinking even if we fail this round, we won't be just the same. I don't know where the trains of all these choices go, but I know your tired smile is the bravest thing I know. So let's miss one train and talk a little more about the lives we're scared of and the lives we're hoping for. Our backpacks feel heavy but our eyes are bright, drawing futures in the fog of this cold platform night. If the scores don't love us the way they're supposed to do, we'll still be more than any numbers ever knew. Someday when acceptance letters turn to office doors and the days are measured more in deadlines than in scores, I hope you find a moment on some random evening train where the smell of winter rails brings back my name. All the red marks on our papers, all the circles and the X's were just tiny constellations in our coming of age checklist. So let's miss one train and memorize this view, all the vending machines and flickering platform blues. Her backpacks feel heavy but our hearts are light, because we're more than any wrong or right tonight. If we end up somewhere neither of us plan to be, these student days will still be home inside of you and me. Running for the last train, laces coming loose, headphones up to drown out all the city news. Screens glow in the darkness, faces passing by. I'm replaying every moment like a highlight in my mind.
We used to talk about forever at the corner of that street, believing every broken plan was still a destiny.
And I'm still singing to the ghost of who we were.
In the static of the station, I can almost hear your words.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's lighting up the sky inside my chest.
Every crack in my own heart beats louder than the rest.
I'm not the same, but I'm glad I lived those days with you.
'Cause all that messy teenage hope still pulls me through.
Posters on the tunnel walls for bands we used to love. You send me shaky videos from the cheap seats way above.
We swore we start a group and scream our feelings on a stage. Now I write them in my notes app when I can't escape the days.
send a message to the kids we used to be. I'd say you never had to try so hard to earn the right to breathe. And I'm still singing to the ghost of who we were. In the static of the station, I can almost hear your words. Yeah, it hurts, but it's lighting up the sky inside my chest. Every crack in my own heart beats louder than the rest. I'm not the same, but I'm glad I lived those days with you. 'Cause all that messy teenage hope still pulls me through. Maybe someday we'll be strangers on a crowded train, catching little glimpses of a long forgotten name. If I eyes me for a second, I hope you'll somehow know everything forever helped us both to grow. So here's to every fight we had outside your door, to running out of breath on every staircase floor,
To every late reply that felt like the end of the world. We were just two scared kids with hearts too full.
and I'm still singing to the ghost of who we were. But I'm not asking for you back, I'm just grateful for the blur.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's turning into fireworks in my chest.
Every scar we wrote together makes me braver than the rest.
I'm not the same, but I'm glad I stumbled next to you.
'Cause all that reckless, clumsy love still pulls me through. Morning on the rooftop, sneakers on the rail. You were throwing paper planes, telling me we'd never fail. Bell rings in the distance, like a countdown in the sky. We pretended not to hear it, just to let the time go by. We drew our names in pen across the cover of a book, saying we'll remember this with every careless look. Shout it out one more time for yesterday, for the promises we made that didn't go our way. We were loud, we were wrong, but our hearts were true. Every broken plan still shines because of you. If the world feels heavy on some ordinary night, play this song and you'll remember we were bright. Stairwell conversations, echoes down the halls. You were scared of graduation, I was scared of growing small. We joked about just running, buying tickets to the sea, knowing we'd stay anyway, but it felt good to believe.
We didn't have the answers and we still don't to this day. But I learned that moving forward doesn't mean we fade away.
Shout it out one more time for yesterday, for the promises we made that didn't go our way. We were loud, we were wrong, but our hearts were true. Every broken plan still shines because of you. If the world feels heavy on some ordinary night, play this song and you'll remember we were bright. Someday at a summer fest under blinding lights, if this chorus ever reaches you across the night, sing along a little, even if it makes you cry. That's just proof those old emotions never fully die.
didn't know they were allowed to just breathe.
Shout it out, not to drag the past back here, but to thank